it was strange because it took, it was about when he was about 4 days old. I was sitting on the sofa watching TV with him on my lap, and just looked down. He made a noise, and I looked down at him, and next minute I was just flooded into tears, just amazement that he was mine. And I think it took that long to suddenly realise this is my baby. And I know it can, speaking to my friends, it can take a lot longer. One of my friends said it took her 6 months to realise that her baby was hers. So it is different for everyone, but it is quite a shock when it does happen. Hey, you're all mine. All mine. Yeah. That's a good boy.
I don't think bonding was instant because he was forceps out and I was not really with it, and although they put him straight on my chest, they whipped him away quite quickly, and I still was quite sort of not with it. So they whipped him away, and I remember just thinking, God, look at his head, because they'd one choose cupped him and it was all out of shape, and he'd been forceps, so he was just kind of all wonky. And I think that was one of the first things that came to mind. And then my husband said, oh, he's got your ears. But I just really wasn't with it at that point. And then, like, there was this onslaught where my parents came. There you go, sweetheart. Excuse me. My parents came, and so there was just, like, loads of family and nurses and everything for a while. And it wasn't really until everyone had left and I was just left alone with Isaac, and I just held him and looked at him, that I started to fall in love. So, I mean, it was quite quick, but it wasn't there and then in the delivery room. Just when I had a bit of peace and quiet, just to be on my own with him, to look at him, to hold him, and then that's when I think the bonding began. Although I did feel that I'd loved him when he was in the room, and I could feel him in the room. So, and then it just seems to, it does get stronger as well as the weeks go on, and he develops his own little personality, and, you know, we just get to know each other better. Just sort of love him more and more, really. That's it. Although he can be bloody hard work sometimes.
Bonding. With Zachary, it was a really, really gradual process, actually, because I was so shocked when I had him. He was 3 weeks early. And I thought, when I first had him, oh my God, what have I done? That I didn't really feel like I bonded with him for ages. And then gradually, as he got older and older, I got used to him as a person. And he's just so nice. He's really cuddly, he's really warm, he's really soft, he's really funny. I don't know, I just love him.
I couldn't help but imagine that when Nicole was born, I was really scared that I wasn't going to bond with her. I was scared that all of a sudden I was going to be given this thing that I'd never met before, and I was meant to love her. So that was going through my head, and I'm thinking, what if I don't? What if I don't? But as soon as she came out, and the second they put her on my chest, I just honestly thought, I can't believe I never had her. And the love, it was just, it makes me want to cry at the moment when I think about it. But I guess, I don't know, going through the whole process of giving birth and all that pain and everything, because it does hurt, no matter what anyone says, it does hurt, but it's an amazing pain. And at the time I remember thinking, never again, never again. As soon as she came out, I thought I would do it in a heartbeat. And I would throw myself under a bus for her. It's as simple as that. But then again, my sister-in-law, when her daughter came out and she put her on her chest, she was a little bit repulsed, and she thought, what's this thing? It smells of liver, it's covered in muck and blood and all sorts. And it took her a good couple of weeks until she bonded. So I think everybody's different. Everyone's absolutely different.
What's going on?
When he came out, I just loved him, instantly. Yeah. Oh.